Okay, so got my trusty drill here, got my tape measure, got my knife, got my screwdrivers, and I got my hammer. What do I need for this job? What do I need for this job? You know what? I think I'm going to use the hammer. So just as you wouldn't use the same tool for every job in construction, similarly, you won't use the same tool when you're working on your mind, your body, and your spirit. You know, that's why it's important to have a full tool belt in your arsenal. Things like breath work, strength training, mobility, nutrition, supplementation, detoxification, nootropics, mindset, cold therapy, hot therapy, mobility work. It's all a part of vitality. It's all a part of creating a really sound, in-depth vitality tool belt, so that when you're dedicated to taking care of yourself, you know, whatever time you carve out for yourself during the day, and I like to do a couple hours, you know, 2 to 3 to 4 hours first thing in the morning. It requires you to get up earlier, it requires discipline, it requires all kinds of things to be able to do that. But, you know, once you've actually taken that time for yourself, you know, you might not want to go to the gym one day and do strength training, so you can do mobility. You might not want to do strength training or mobility, so maybe you'll do breath work and an ice bath. You might not want to do that, so maybe you'll jump in the sauna, you know, and do some mental focus work, or you're setting your intentions, or a gratitude journal. You know, there's so many tools, there's so many things that we can put into our vitality tool belt, and that's what I do as a coach. Now, you know, it's interesting. I've been in conversation with a potential client, and what he said was, you know, he's been talking to a few different coaches, and, you know, what I had to say was pretty generic, pretty general. And it's because first of all, I don't bullshit. Secondly, I don't, you know, there's no fancy stuff. There's no new stuff. There's no new terminology. It might be phrased differently, it might be packaged differently, but I guarantee you, every coach on this planet, it comes from a lineage, you know. And I actually worked with Bob Proctor, who is a direct descendant from Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, right? So one of the first personal growth gurus, if you will. And it all starts in the mind. You know, if you can't discipline your mind to discipline yourself, to actually get out of bed, you know, and get up early, go to bed early, get out of bed early, go to the gym, do breath work, learn about nutrition, learn how this spectacular, incredible machine actually works, then if you can't discipline this to discipline every other aspect in your life, then it doesn't matter. So everything starts in the mind, right? The conscious mind is basically being present enough to make choices that serve us or don't serve us. And the subconscious mind, that's where all the programming is. That's where all of the, you know, the stories about what was done to us and who did what and victim and all this stuff, that's where all of that stuff resides, right? So we've got to override, we've got to reprogram the subconscious mind in order to get to where we want to go in our lives. But we can't do that if we don't take control with our conscious mind, our intellect, in the present moment, to actually say, okay, you know what? I'm going to set my alarm 20 minutes earlier, and I'm going to get up and I'm going to breathe. I'm going to do something. All of these things combine to give you not only a full vitality tool belt to take care of yourself, but the mindset, the discipline, the focus to actually change what's going on up here, so that you can change your health, you can change your wealth, you can change any aspect of your life. And that's when true growth happens. That's when we really start to make manifest what's in our hearts. But you can't do it unless you control this, right? Get a handle of this, everything else starts to make sense. And with regards to the Vitality Tool Belt, it's like, if we optimize, if I'm going to switch this around a little bit, if we actually look at everything as frequency, and you're able to optimize all of the frequencies that are within and around you, you structure your water, you bless your food, you eat healthy food, you do detoxes, you train your mind to think about what you want and then feel that as if it's already happened. You speak the right words, you know, positive instead of negative. You take in proper supplements and nutrients and nootropics and neuroprotective products for cellular and neuronal regeneration. If you do all of that, if you optimize all of the frequencies that are within you and around you and are going into you, then you're going to optimize your life. So if you want to learn more about regenerative vitality, about filling up and adding to your vitality tool belt and all of the things that are at your fingertips to optimize all of the frequencies that are around you, that are within you, that you're bringing into you in terms of water and nutrients and detoxifications and all of that good stuff. If you want to know about all this, drop me a DM and let's connect today, because I mean, why else are we here if not to be the most vital, intentional, purposeful, legendary, legacy leaving beings that we were meant to be? Why else are we here but to experience this beautiful life and world that we get to, we don't have to, we get to take part in every single day. I want to hear from you. What's vitality mean to you? Drop me a DM. Let's go on a journey together and cultivate the ultimate in vitality for this human experience that we get to enjoy. Love you all. Peace.